Oh yeah, fire brigade. Love, peace, and soul, everybody. Welcome, it's Empress Phoenix. Fire. As usual, so much to unpack, y'all. How are y'all doing? Welcome, one and all. How was your summer going so far? So, all right. First off, I want to say thank you to everybody who's been supporting, showing love, commenting, liking, and sharing. You know, the whole spiel. All appreciated. All my links will be in the description box below. You could check out my social media, website, and all of that good stuff. All right. So, small, quick notation that I realized. I've been saying about how especially for the youth that's coming up, where a lot of I would say the Pluto Libra, the late Pluto Libras, and the Pluto Scorpio parents. You know, we don't really take our children to church, right? So, a lot of the mythos, a lot of parables, and a lot of information. This is why I like to decode movies and shows, are in these different programs. So, programs. You see, I said programs, right? So I remember when I was telling y'all about Sabrina, and I kept saying season 4, episode 1 and 2. Automatically, it made me think about Bible verses where I was like, chapter, you know what I'm saying? When you say chapter 4, verse 1 and 2. And I said, this is the same thing. The TV shows is the new Bible. The movies is the new Bible. Okay? Especially for the generation that's coming up. Because they really don't know nothing about that. You know what I mean? Unless at home you know you're teaching your children about these different books and the different parables that are in it and the learning lessons that are within it. So July 4th weekend, I'm sure a lot of y'all have been seeing the post about Cern, what's gonna happen on July 5th. And I was like, why are they publicizing like they're gonna turn the machine on and all of this stuff? And automatically I was like getting a download. Like, I think, we know that it's a portal. It's the same thing out of Stranger Things. Okay. Where it's gonna open up a portal into another dimension. And they said they want to make contact with whatever's on the other side, or something may come through the portal and come in on this side. And it's like they're forcing. That's I get eclipse energy, because I remember in 2017 the Nat Turner eclipse was very pivotal. It was, you could see it. I was in New York at that time still. I remember I was in front of Harlem Hospital, and you could see the eclipse. A lot of people was able to record it. So I said they're trying to force eclipse energy to bring about certain energy to come forward, to be able to take corporeal form, right? For a lot of more, I think a lot of more devilishment to run rampant on the earth. Um, Basically that's it. You know what I mean? Because you already see it happening with a lot of crazy stories. And you're like, what would possess this person to do this? Hit the like button as y'all come on in. What would possess this person to do this? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. Right? But we know, learning now that there has been an alignment this weekend with the dog star Sirius, okay, and in our solar system with the sun. So there's an alignment that's happening that is creating a portal to the original sun, where we originate from, in the galaxy, right? So that means contact to star ancestors is definitely happening. A portal for the star ancestors to come in. So this is why they want to counteract that energy by doing this. But I felt like, okay, July 5th, let's say they do. I don't know. For me, for some reason, personally, I feel like they've already done trial runs, and I think that they've already made contact. I think that some energies already came in. And this is why they're doing damage control, announcing that this is what they're going to be doing, blah, 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 blah. And I said, okay, so even if they do turn it on July 5th, there's going to be an aspect of this can possibly bring about like natural disasters. Like, I'm not trying to be like a fearmonger or whatever, because we've been talking about being prepared. We've been talking, these are the times that have been prophesied. We don't know what exactly, how it's going to happen, how it's going to go down. We know that it happened before. Again, history has been repeating itself, right? Where the ancients, especially in Kemet and also Atlantis, where they had high technology that they were enabling and enacting. That's how the so-called moon also separated from the earth, right? Where it was a big explosion and it catapulted into the galaxy, right? Into orbit around the earth. So we know that whenever these things happen, it brings about cataclysmic and natural disasters and all of these things, right? Not hoping for that, not wanting that, but just be prepared. Like, while everybody's out getting their glizzies and lighting fire supplies, your stock, you know what I mean? Toilet paper and all the good stuff, the candles, the batteries, the flashlights, all of this stuff that we need. Think non-electronics, books, board games, all of these things that you just want to be able to stock up on just in case, okay? Because we don't know what's going to happen, right? So I want to see what's going to unfold. I also feel like this is testing of new abilities that's going to be happening now, because again, as we know with cycles and rhythms, we've been going through a lot of testing, we've been doing a lot of shadow work. So when you're doing this shadow work, it's going to enable for you to now start testing these new abilities, right? Now starting to incorporate them into your life. All right. So I pulled out my life purpose deck. Oh, and then also I wanted to answer a question, a beautiful question. Thank you, beloved SD Shakti, where we was talking about healthcare in the last video. And she was saying, what do you think about, in leadership and in the healthcare? Hey, really? Where are you? There's a lot of flooding going on. You're in ATL? Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is gonna bring about a lot of changes, a lot of shifts. So as above, so below. So of course, it's gonna happen physically with Australia. Wow, get out, Sydney. Okay. I'm telling you, because the earth is changing. Remember, the poles, the actual poles on the axis of the earth that the earth is rotating on is also going to shift as well. So this is why we've been talking about, like, if you, a lot of us have shifted and moved to different states, different countries, all of that stuff. So, okay, so the question was posed about in healthcare. We was talking about healthcare and everything. And, it's a lot of fear, that's preached, with the health, as far as the patients, the workers, among the workers too. Like, if you don't do this, that, and the third, you could be brought up on charges. And, they really gunning for nurses and stuff like that. And how it should, go from a head centered to a heart centered, more heart centered. I think that as time progresses and as more information comes out, and as light workers also integrate into the field, you know what I mean, and are able to incorporate their healing abilities within the field. This is why I feel like the Most High has kept me there so long, because I'm like, when are you gonna, what I'm saying, let me switch to something else? I'm supposed to be an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? Like, these 12-hour shifts is taking up my time, But again, we've been talking about, how your heartbeat is needed in certain locations, and how your heartbeat, and it answers the question right there. Your electrical pulse and your heartbeat in these hospitals, in these nursing homes, in these facilities, with you being there, And again, you'll get the confirmation. If you work in this field, you get the confirmation with your fellow coworkers. I've had CNAs tell me, because I'm a floater, so I've had, like, they really don't know me personally, and they're like, listen, I don't know what you did, but everything is cool. Everybody's, cool, copacetic, thank you, whatever you did, because you making the shift go by, what I mean? The other nurse we had yesterday, she ain't know what she was doing, and they was ringing the bell off the hook and da 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 da. You know what I mean? It's like your energy. This is what I'm saying. Testing out these abilities, right? With ease, okay? With ease and with poise. You're testing out these abilities to see, new healing abilities, how your energy is able to bring a calming effect in the environment, where this is why you have to do your shadow work, because this is why you have to eliminate the fear and insecurity within yourself in order to heal the environment. Okay, you got to heal your work environment, you got to heal your home environment, you have to heal your community environment. And I feel as, a lot of us light workers continue to incorporate in the health field, this will bring about the healing that it needs to bring it more to a heart center. This is why, we have more, we have more midwives coming back, more doulas. We have more naturopaths coming into play. So, yeah, I hope that answers the question. So, Dad, what else was coming up too? Okay, I was saying about community. What else was coming up? Because I watched the last 2 of episodes of Stranger Things for season 4. And it, again, spoiler alert, if you want to watch Stranger Things, I'm just going to do briefly. I'm not going to do, like, I didn't even write notes or nothing like that. Because it was just 2 episodes. But it really did bring it on home. With the tragedy, like I said, with this Cern energy, it may bring about like earthquakes, floods, like these things are going to be happening. So they look, of course, where you are, like if you're in a hurricane zone, or if you, and yeah, because we soon approach, the hurricane season starts in August, don't it? So, if you're in hurricane area, watch out for that, the flooding and all of that. If you're in a fault line, earthquake zone, you got to think about all of these things, right? So, the sense of community that came forward from Stranger Things, and how the community banded together and was helping each other, all the families became one unit. Again, in cancer season, this was so profound. I felt like was so profound is like there's a need for community, and everyone's activated with new abilities. It's like it's going to be needed. Okay. Oh wow. Let me pull one more. Wow. Wow. Yep. Because guess what? Us adults, we only here for a time. The children are coming up. Okay, hold on. Before I even show you that, let me pull my tea leaf, because I like to lead with that. So I pulled out the Life Purpose deck. Wow. Wasn't it deep? Wasn't it deep how the sense of community came together, after such a tragedy? And then with Max, oh my God. I'm hoping Elle's able to bring her back. Like maybe she'll be able to find her consciousness somewhere, because the body is still alive. She was able to bring the body back. See, she tested a new ability. Thanks. I didn't even want to go deep into it, but she tested a new ability. She brought Max's body back to life. She basically did a AED shock on her heart to get her heart pumping again. You see, she never did that before. Not from when I remember. She never did that before, right? So that worked, but the consciousness didn't go back into the body as of yet. And that's what she's looking for. Hey, Candy. So I hope that she's able to find her consciousness, because she made a great sacrifice. She really laid everything on the line. Oh, look at this. See? Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Hold on. Let's get one more. I absolutely love this tea leaf deck. Hold on. Ooh, look like yolk. Like evenly yolk. Wait. I only want one. Okay. Yes. Y'all. Y'all. Happy July, y'all. Happy July. That's crazy how that came out at the bottom of the deck. Wow. Yeah, that's why I like watching a lot of these shows with my children too. It's our bonding moment as well. And these moments they'll remember these moments for the rest of their life. Simple things like that. Watching a TV show, we got our snacks and we watching a TV show and seeing children deal with real life, because children do have to deal with real life situations. You know what I mean? Children see life and death too. When their grandparents, I remember the first funeral I went to, I was like 8, 9. It was my grandfather's funeral, you know, and having to deal with all of that grief, right? So us as the adults have to be able to assist them to process all this information. Yo, y'all. Whoa, talking about, wow. Okay. All right. Let me move this out the way. All right. So with the life purpose deck, the first one that popped out was protected. As always, you are safe and supported while you change your career. You see what I'm saying? So this definitely segue what I was talking about with the healthcare system. And it's very unsettling when there's any shift, when there's any changes, especially when there's a element of variables that are unknown. But it's also exciting when you know that you are following your path and you're backed by the Most High. You got the author, all right? You have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write it. So I feel like too, like if you are in the process of changing careers, like you're going to have to find that time um, to be able to transition, right? That's the thing. To be able to, like I said, them 12-hour shifts is taking up my time, honey. This is why I'm coming on here. I'll be coming on at all hours because it is what it is, But you're going to make the time to be able to transition if you're changing career or starting a new career, or to be able to test out these new abilities. And I've been talking about cataloging. That's been coming up a lot too. Like I feel also with this author is grimoire. So I'm so mad. I had this wonderful recipe book grown like in my early 20s, like when I was experimenting and really refining my cooking, you know what I mean? Like really getting my flavor in and learning my strengths and weaknesses as far as cooking. And I had a wonderful cookbook which got lost, you know what I'm saying, and moving. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to create a new cookbook. And this is going to be from scratch. This is going to be me writing down recipes, because like I'll have so many, or even now, like trying out like burrito tacos. You know what I mean? I forgot all the ingredients already. So now I'm gonna have to go back to YouTube, watch the video. I'm like, no, I need to write it down neatly in a nice journal. You know what I'm saying? In a nice journal, write it down neatly, the recipes that I want. And then this will also keep me motivated to cook more, Also with your spiritual practices, this is whatever concoctions you may come up with. You may notice certain essential oils work better than others, so you have to be able to catalog this for what? For the future, for your children, so that way when you are indisposed, or when you have transitioned, and when they are older, and when they have their own children, they know these different recipes. Okay, they know what will help you. Also too, the deja vu and the time, you already know there's timelines converging. Okay, there's different energies converging, and the different multiple aspects of self are definitely convening with this deja vu energy. right? So it's not only are you converging with other selves in other dimensions, but you're also converging with um other parts of yourself in the past, present, and future simultaneously. That's what the deja vu is, right? So, your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. I feel like also not just physical children, but I feel like the inner child of adults that have been wounded. Okay, so you may say, well, I really don't work with children, or that's not my passion to work with children. But what you may do may help and foster the healing energy of adults, for their inner child, helping them to heal their inner child wounds and traumas, so that way they can break generational curses. That's deep. Y'all, bottom of the deck, we got body work. Your life purpose involves body work, such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. So, basically, movement. This is coming forward, gearing. Yes, we in Cancer season. I'm not rushing y'all. I'm just saying, but gearing up, we know Leo season is always a burst of energy, with the Lionsgate portal, you know, August is always a good month. August is always when, like new, it's like the height of the summer. It's the peak of not really, is it the peak? Equal. Yes, it's the peak. It's when the sun is at its peak in Leo season. And I feel like this may even be, like I said, this is testing out something new. So you could become a fitness trainer only because you just recently could have lost a lot of weight. You started getting into your own fitness regimen, and then you're like, you know what, I can help other people, and then you start meeting up with other people. Y'all meet up at the park, and then you just lead a mini class with you and a couple friends, and that's how it may start out. Or you may have a knack for art and be able to, with ink therapy. I love me some ink therapy, you know, um, yoga, teaching a yoga class, or, massage therapy, or incorporating Reiki healing and all of these things into the secular. Because like I said, this is what's going to be happening. Like, um, because there's sooner or later they're going to attempt to try to demonize it again, but we already know we're going to incorporate all of these things in an intelligent way, right, with these skills. We got frying pan. It says trouble, accusations coming, right? So there's some sizzling thing. I feel like there's some sizzling energy. I feel like there could be some gossip energy, especially if, like, let's say you're distancing yourself from a job. Um, like you're not really, coming in as often, or when you're there, you're really not there. Like you're doing a little side things. Let's say you're taking a course somewhere else, and then like on your lunch break, you on the computer typing up stuff. You know what I mean? Like you're not, your interest is not into that. Like your interest is not furthering into the profession that you're in. You're into, furthering another profession that you're studying. And I feel like there's definitely some good fortune, you know. Um in regards to this new endeavor, I feel like also with these new abilities that you're testing out, like this is why you need to. I think you're gonna be pushed to. You know how that is. Pressure makes diamonds and pearls. So with the frying pan, with that heat, shh, go to bed. With that heat, that is what's going to push you to really test these abilities out. Then we got sunrise. New creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh new start. And I think it's going to start on a good foot. I don't think, we've been laying down the firm foundation with the 4 energy here, right? 4th house, Cancer, Emperor energy. It's a firm foundation that you're laying out. You're starting new. That's why it's needed. That's why the cleansing out is needed. Okay. We got the wheel. Indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly with the wheel. I feel like For a while, we possibly have been in autopilot, living our lives in autopilot. And there's a level of disdain that comes up when you live your life that way. And it can manifest in the form of depression or not knowing what to do next. Like knowing like, you know what, I want this entrepreneur, I want to focus on this. I have a lot of gifts, not sure where to start. I want to write this book, not sure where I should start, but I feel like with the wheel and then with all of this positive energy, I feel like you're just like, you know what, I'm just going to, and then again, with also the journaling, this is also creating a schedule. I feel like this is creating a regimen. Remember the chariot energy depicted, which signifies Cancer, is the regimen, right? This is why they're the healers, because it's the healing regimen. Whatever, it's the herbs, it's the routine, it's the healing routine that you initiate. So no more winging it, because you can't be successful. You have to have a schedule. You have to say, okay, every morning I'm going to get up a half an hour, before my usual time, and do some yoga, do this, do that, or juice. You know what I mean? Have enough time to juice or make a healthy breakfast, make some oatmeal or so, or cut up some, meal prep, whatever it is. Like the winging it is not doing it for us anymore. We got the money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. It's always coming out here. The money will come once you are on your right path, as far as using your abilities. So that's why I switched my focus to, like, oh, the shifts. You know what I mean? Like more towards what am I here to do? How am I supposed to assist the collective? Right? Then we got casket. Someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. Right? So we already know that we've been doing it again with the clearing energy. Um I'm getting like major arcana, like, there's been a lot of endings that's been happening. And I feel like it's also the ending of, oh, okay, I was getting this energy too of like rocking it. Be quiet, please. Of, rocking it till the wheels fall off, you know, working that dead end job till you like, I'm going to do it until they fire me. I think post COVID, like jobs is not really firing people like that unless you really do some off the wall shit, you know. So it's like, because nobody wants to go to work. So the workers that are working, they want to keep you. So you like, I'm rocking till the wheels fall off, until the Most High say. But I think Most High is like, the wheel is falling off. You know what I'm saying? You aimless, you wandering aimlessly. You not really focusing on what you're supposed to be doing. It's time now. It's dead. Like this situation is dead. And then I feel like even money may even begin to dry up in the old situations. So this is why now you're going to be forced to use your gifts. At the bottom of this deck, we have fair woman. All right. Dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. Could be a light-skinned woman. Could be a Caucasian woman. So this could be a supervisor. This could be anything. This could be any woman. This could be you, changing up your life. Yeah. All right, let's get I haven't pulled from the palmistry cards. Let's see what we got here. Support lines. Family and friends can help. Okay? Zone of ambition. Go for it. Listen, you get all systems go. Hold on. Zone of ideals. Tap into your higher consciousness. Do you see this? Tap into your higher consciousness. Tap into the Most High, what the Most High is telling you. And I'm telling you, there's going to be people that's going to support you. There's going to be people that's going to, you always thinking that there's not going to be any support. There's going to be people that's going to support you in your new endeavors. Please don't. No. Take that upstairs. Take that upstairs. Let's pull a chakra card. Let's pull a chakra card. Let's see. Guilt. Let me get one more. There could be a lot of guilt, you know, as far as, look at that. And then feeling chained to that old life when you have so many abilities, okay? You have so many abilities that could be put to good use. Ooh, facade. Yes. Okay. So again, with the children, right? Passing on information to the children, passing on these abilities, passing on your knowledge before you pass on. This is great because, you know, with you pass, when an elder passes, that's a whole library of information. Okay. So getting it down into the book, getting it down into written form for the ones that come after you, right? I feel also too, living a facade, and then when you get up in age, you know, lamenting on the fact that you never got to do the things that you wanted to do, or even attempted to try to go after a certain path, and feel like, you know, I always wanted to do this, I always wanted to do that. What are you looking for? Come on now. Ooh, impartiality. Hey, Grand Rising AMP. Impartiality, right? So this is also seeing things from, go upstairs, both of y'all right now. Seeing things from the point of view of your environment, right? So we've been talking about community. We've been talking about like your neighbors and things of that nature, right? So this is realizing how you playing your part, right, allows others to play their position as well. Remember, I always say it's about free, we talk about free will all of the time, right? And it's, you know, choices that need to be made. It's not just your personal choices. It's the choices of the collective. You know what I mean? That's dependent upon a certain outcome. Of course, though, it does start with you. Most definitely, it starts with you. All right, hold on. Let me pull. Let me see. I feel like, do I have? Is this the Ascended Master deck? Yeah, I feel like pulling from here. Let's see what comes out. Testing these new abilities. You know, go. It's saying go for it. You're gonna get the help. Okay, you're gonna get the help, even if you didn't get that support previously. You know. You know, it's no more time for being indecisive. You're getting fueled by, you know, the sun. We're all getting fueled by the sun at this time. Look at this. Energy healing. So a lot of us are going to be going into energy healing work in unconventional ways, I'm feeling like. You know, a lot of us are going to be thinking outside the box now. Definitely seeing that. Merlin. Manifesting the life we were supposed, that we've always been destined to live. Let me get one more on this one. That's deep. That's deep. Feeling chained to a career, to a job, to an identity, to a facade, you know? And that's where the accusations come in, especially when you start making changes. Or when people see that you're following your destiny and you're actually happy, and then people, oh, they think they all that. Oh, they try to make it look so easy. Oh, you know what I'm saying? And people start, oh, wow. Okay, we're going to keep all of this. I didn't want all of this, but we got artistic expression, Paul the Venetian. So I'm getting, poetry, this could be fashion. I'm getting, again, the healing work. I'm getting, what's the word I'm looking for? Shaman work as well. Okay. We got Apollo, focus on your strengths, right? Weaknesses could be turned into strengths as well. It just takes more effort. It takes more time. And you have to be focused, okay? Definitely have to be focused. No more winging it energy. Let me put this over here for now. That's deep. We got priorities. King Solomon. What are your priorities? You can no longer put the priorities on the back burner. Because then now you hinder, it's like you dimming your light to make other people feel better, or dimming your light. I feel like this could even be your lower and higher self, right? Tap into your higher consciousness. This could be your higher and lower self, and your higher self is always wanting, you to be active and to do different things. And it's like you're chained to your vices, or chained to self-loathing, because your environment isn't expressing what you know it should be expressing. Your money isn't, you know what I'm saying, where it's supposed to be at. You want to know where the path to it is so it can come to you. Let me pull, I'm going to pull Kali energy on this one, because there's a lot of changes that's going to be happening. And I feel like with the frying pan, like things are going to heat up really, really quickly. things are gonna things are gonna be heating up real quick. Okay, yeah, you gotta get a crystal too. Things are gonna be heating up real fast. Let's see if the chariot comes out too, y'all. Yep. I'm saying go for it. What are your ambitions? And then also what will happen too is that these abilities will come out, and then you'll be like, Dad, but I never really thought about doing this. Because you may not have even realized that certain abilities, like even artwork, right? Drawing and things of that nature. You may have always thought about being an artist, but not maybe a tattoo artist, you know? And it's like, well, yeah, I could definitely draw. So why not draw on people? Why not use people as my canvas? You know? This may come forward. All right, we got two that came out. Ooh, I like this one. Vishvamata. I like this one. Look at the twins. You see? Wow. This is what's being birthed. And then there's a lot of children euphemism here. There's a lot of children euphemism. And then here's, look at the sickle. So, again, this is what you got to cut it. Unchaining yourself. What's at the bottom of the deck? We got the, okay, comma of Kali. This is what I was feeling. I was feeling like Kali energy coming in. And then, with the Cern, they got Shiva, the great destroyer coming out. I mean, they got the statue in front of their building, which is the destruction for the rebirth, though, for the renewal, for things to be reborn, for the change, for the shift. And each individual has a choice on how to navigate this shift. Let me get the crystal. Oh, okay, here we go. Let's see. Tap into that higher consciousness. Because at the end of the day, like the first card that came out was you're safe and supported. And then underneath it is the support lines. You see what I'm saying? So you're going to be supported in this. Oh, take this one. Crystal Cola. Number 4. Number 4. Come on now. 4-leaf clover. Oh, yeah. This is definitely the crystal. We got amethyst popped out again. So you already know that amethyst should be a staple. Okay. And then we got purple right. Look at the 4s, y'all. Look at the 4s. We got triple 4 here. Okay. Purple right. And what I believe this is the curse breaker. You see? This is how you break into generational curses within your family. This is why it's a lot, you know, there's a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? Rebel rousing energy around the choices that you are making, the growth that is being shown, you know, you dropping your facade, you know, you canceling things in your life, putting things out, you know, you're putting structure, you're very ambitious, you know, and you're protected as you go on your path, not just the money path, but I feel like there's a path with abundance that's waiting for you, not just money. Your path is waiting for you. So are you going to continue to be chained, or are you going to unchain yourself? What are your priorities? Is it money the priority and the job, or being, you know, your higher self, embodying your higher self? Let's see. I feel like okay, I think I'm going to use this deck. Yeah. Let's see. Let's use this deck, y'all. Y'all, I've been eating my fruit. Listen, why y'all didn't tell me that mangosteen was so expensive? Yo, I've been seeing everybody eating mangosteen, and I was like, oh, I'm going to get me some exotic fruit. No, honey. I wanted just one. I wanted to taste it. They had it in a, like, you going to buy all this. It was like $31. I was like, no. In a couple days. Wait, I'll wait. I'm still going to get it, but not right now. Not right now. I'll settle for some rambunchin. Okay. Like my lychees. It's like lychees, but not as sweet to me. It's sweet, but it's still good. All right. I was like, dad, man. I want to taste that mango stain. All right, y'all. Let's see. That's the indecisiveness, right? Allowing your life to, yep, that's what it is. Stuck in between. 9 of Wands. Hold on. 9 of Wands energy. Because you feel like you got to protect yourself. You got to protect what you built. Oh, come on. No, not again. I hate when my cards get wet. This fruit. You know? Feeling like you got to protect yourself. Let me wipe this. Sorry, y'all. 1 second. Just give me 1 second, because I don't want my cards to get wet. Yep. Okay. So we got this. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, definitely needing to save some money. We already know that. But I feel like this is more like retaining, like not feeling like, you know, like you saying completely goodbye, you know, like to an old career or an old way of being, You're taking all the jewels that you've learned with you. You're taking everything with you. Ooh, see, this is how you protect it. The Seven of Wands. Wow. As you go and pursue your passion and your desire. We got the God of Swords. Okay, what's at the bottom of the deck? Oh, we got the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I'm feeling like this is the energy. And then children, again, with the Six of Cups energy. Okay, I'm feeling like this is the healing, right, of the inner child, the inner child. But this is also community based now. We are healing each other in a way. Your interactions, okay, with your coworkers, with your significant other, with your neighbor, you know, with the mailman that you see every day, you know, like all the people that you have to deal with. That is so dope right there with the Six of Cups. Hold on. Let's get some clarification. Why so indecisive? Because you know there's going to be a limbo period. This is also you testing out your intuition and knowing, like having a level of discernment on the choices as you go on this path, right? As you're testing out something that is, you're coming out of your comfort zone. Look, balanced, centered. Yes, integrate opposite forces, flow. This is what I was saying about the integration. So this is why this could be a level of indecision, because you need to integrate, right? Let's say your spiritual gifts with the secular, with the mundane, and then seeing how you can incorporate getting compensated, okay? Having your bills, having more than enough. We already know the mindset. Having more than enough. With you following your path, there can never be lack. Look at this. The tree, again, with the Nine of Wands. Again, it's saying set. So key words now is centered, grounded, you know, being focused, your health, your vitality, and, you know, being in this spiritual war, right? With the Nine of Wands, you know, this is bad, you know, this could be battle fatigue. Okay. This is battle fatigue. It's like, okay, and now you want to up and take my check away from me, Most High? You know what I'm saying? But this is the connection to source. This is what you have been battling for. This is why there's a level of personal growth that's coming in. Because you stay battling, you've been tapping into your higher consciousness. Okay? And then you see the tip of the pointer finger, the index finger is what is being circled. So I feel like, you know, whatever you touch, right? Whatever you scroll, you see what I'm saying? Is indicative of, so like whatever you watch on YouTube, you're scrolling, what's on your timeline? You know, like I had to get off of Instagram now because they got this new suggestion. Like, I'm like, I don't know none of these people. Why they on my timeline? You know, and now they throwing in a whole bunch of suggestions, but I guess it helps give people more exposure. But I'm seeing a whole bunch of twerking. I'm seeing all, like, that's not what I'm used to on my timeline. That's not, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we got book. Oh, memory. That's what I was getting with this for. That's what I said. You're taking with you all of your skills, you know, the different, and I feel like these pentacles also represents different timelines, different realities that you have been in, and you're taking the mystery, right, of all that you have learned with you. Memory, hidden, mystery, secrets, the unknown, philosophy, intellect, knowledge, education, manuscripts, and we got author here again for the second time. All right. So I feel like this is something that you see, it's a book that's inside of you. So this is something that has been coming for a long time. Then I say the last one, I was like, I need to write a book. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is the coming out the comfort zone, arming yourself with the knowledge. That's what's going to help you. And then we got broom. See? Remove unwanted stuff. So, okay, we already know cleansing. I feel like this is also unwanted envy. That's the troubling accusation. It's the envy as you shining. Because look at her staff, right? It's green. It's growing, it's flowing, it's blossoming, right? That's what this is. Accusations, this is, of course, there's always got to be something low vibrational to try to distract you from whatever you're doing. But you already have the higher ground. Okay. And then again, this is the wood. This is the wand energy with the broom here. So again, with the fire, this is the purging energy. So this is how you're going to use this to get best. Like it could be something like bad publicity, so-called negative publicity. You transmuting it and the bad publicity. Like for example, a lot of people said that the verses with Mario and Omarion was like one of the worst, but yet one of the best. Like it was, I think the most memes came out of that joint. Like it's taking it and using it to your advantage, you know, getting rid of the guilt, getting rid of, you dumbing down your energy. It's a queen, it's unavoidable. I was saying that too. I was getting major arcana energy. Like you can't avoid this. You can't avoid this cleanup, a delete, a total makeover, restoring harmony within yourself. Because you tapping into your higher consciousness, which is the inner child. So this is you feeling more free to do what you want. Like you see a lot of people and you always like, how can I break through that glass ceiling? And I think this is happening it happens in waves. So like, for example, the people you see on Instagram and you see them living their best life, they coming out of cars and, like, yeah, and I turned my business and I, my passion into, I've been monetizing and this, that, and the third and living my best life. And you're like, well, I had my business for X amount of time. How can I break through that glass ceiling? And I think for us, this is the wave where we're going to be breaking through that glass ceiling now. Because a perspective shift has happened. Total makeover of your life. Total makeover. Great and good fortune. This could be an answer. Also, I feel like with the protected here, this is your team, an ancestor that's definitely protecting and guiding you with this, with the tree here. Definitely. With the God of Swords and the Prince of Fire with the Temperance and definitely with the Temperance we know is guardian angel energy. Okay. We got within 14 to 30 days or during the fall. What was I saying about the fall equinox as well? All right. So this is what's all we have the time we in it. I'm getting 4 months. Even though the pentacles can represent years, while I'm looking at that, I'm like within 4 months, I'm telling you, you could have the first draft, the basis down of this book that wants to come out. Okay. Um, you will be able to tweak this new regimen that you initiate and incorporate. And I think you also have to rotate your regimen too with the wheel energy. I'm getting like, rotate it for different seasons too, according to your biorhythm. You know, certain cycles of the year where your money may not be where it's supposed to be, but everybody has their own personal biorhythm where money is good or your health is good during this time of year. I feel like you can do it. I feel like you can do it through astrology. Yes. looking at your own personal chart. But for me, I just cataloged. I looked throughout the whole year and noticed when money was good, when health was good, or bad, or or so-called bad. Hey, Carol. I took that year to catalog, like, okay, so if this is the time of year when my money's low, I gotta save prior to. See, this is the preparation. You save prior to, so that way when that time comes around, I'll have that nest egg. I'll have something to fall back on, right? Um, divine masculine, I feel like this is you definitely in your power right now. Like, this is you standing into your truth. I feel there's a lot of changes for the divine masculine that's happening as well. And he's coming into his own. There's somebody that could be possibly leaving the divine masculine's life as well, or even coming towards the, because look, it looked like she's coming towards, let's see how, yeah, it looked like she's coming towards him, right? Because he's standing in his truth. I'm getting this artistic expression, right? And she's coming towards him, I think unbeknownst to both parties, right? So this can talk about, and I just wrote, romance. This can be a mentorship, business partnership. This is soulmate energy. Six of Cups is soulmate energy. We know this. Okay. So, bam, this is crazy. Is it all of them? Leo, Aquarius, yes, all of them. So remember, we've been talking about the 180 flip, right? So if we're talking about an air sign, we're talking about a fire sign. So we got Sagittarius here. So the opposite to that is Gemini. Okay. Wow. So this is also what has been sparked during Gemini season, will commence in December. Okay. This is a masculine energy that has air and fire, right? In their chart. So let's say they could be air sign sun. They're gonna have, they still have the attributes of their brother or sister fire sign. Okay, so if you're a Leo, your counterpart is Aquarius. As far as light and dark energies, opposites, the polarity. Again, balance, integrating the opposite forces. What's at the bottom? Bottom, we got ball and chain, feeling weighed down, codependent, trapped, restrictions, addictions, an unhappy marriage, emotional baggage. Listen, let me tell you something. So, addictions came out in the last reading, right? And that's part of the shadow work, okay? When you finally overcome an addiction, it is very freeing, even though you miss indulging. But when you begin to see the benefits of such, like for example, when let's say you stop smoking cigarettes, then you notice your breathing is better. You could work out more. You could work out better. Notice that it was hindering your movement, you know, because you always felt out of breath. Even smoking, let's say marijuana, that open, once you clear your system out of that, that opens you up to a whole, possible job where maybe you couldn't get this job because they drug tested. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up? What's going on, Mike? um so it frees you now, okay, from the guilt or feeling, or you being an alcoholic, feel like, oh, I can't go for this because I do this. Don't say not the weed, especially this dispensary flower is just not the dispensary flower is not the same. It's, what I mean. I miss the homegrown. I miss that Yardas. You know what I'm saying? This dispensary is really Franken. If it seems like Frank, if it, some of it it feels like Franken, like you know what I mean. And you're like, you know what? This is hindering me more than it's freeing me. Okay, I was saying too about, leaving uh a feminine energy and going to or another feminine energy coming into you with to you, you know, leaving an unhappy situation, an unhappy relationship is dead and gone. The wheel is falling off. You don't rock that marriage till the wheels fell off. You don't rock that job till the wheels fall off. The wheels is going. Okay. And I feel like too, because you feel like this person is a soulmate, you know what I'm saying? Exactly, Candy. That's what I'm saying. Ain't nothing like no yardas. Yard? That's why they was given, before they started this whole mass legalization in the States, that because they knew that was the real true fire connect. Um, that's why they started, really going hard in Jamaica on the growers, like really burning their crops and stuff like that. Because, there's still gonna be that want and need for seeing seeds in your joint, or just the different strains that were grown in, by the Rastaman, the Bushman, y'all. Look, by the Bushman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Rastafari. You know what I'm saying? Holy Emmanuel. King Selassie, John Marcus, Mama Miga, Ja Rastafari. So this is also too, I'm feeling like, because we've been talking about emotional clearing, you know, I think this is what's bringing about the true soulmate connection, right? A true soulmate connection, because there's been a level of healing now. Because your true path, like it doesn't matter what people think about who you're supposed to be with. That soulmate connection, that don't never, that was like stands the test of time. I'm getting here. Um, yeah, total makeover. I'm telling you, in 4 months' time, y'all, we're gonna be looking like different people. People are gonna be like, are going to see you making strides, okay, in your life. And it's like, well, what are you on? What are you doing? Like, you on this crystal stuff? Wearing crystals now? This new age stuff? I see you wearing a t-shirt with the Eye of Heru. What does this mean? What is that? I feel like this is also people making these accusations about you. You know what I mean? Especially if you are of melanated hue, people who do not understand your point of view. This is why representation matters too. We've been talking about with healthcare. I saw a video, a sister that was like, you know, a nurse was like giving her report and was like, in the labor and delivery unit, and was like, oh, I had to put in a psych consult for one of the patients because, she kept hitting herself in the head. And the nurse was like, is she black? And she was like, yeah, how did you know? She was like, because whenever we have a weave or something like that, that's how we itch our hair. Yeah, that's how. She's not hitting herself. She's itching. She was like, okay, I'll take that psych consult out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's no shade. It's just that these are things that, you wouldn't understand. You know what I mean? And you thinking like, damn, she's hitting herself in the head. Oh my God. This is why we are needed. We're needed. I'm telling you. I had a patient one time. It was the weekend of Thanksgiving, and she was really depressed. She didn't want to eat. She wasn't taking her medicine. She just was, and I just was like, and then her family was calling like, what's going on with her? She ain't eating. What are y'all doing? And I was like, let me talk to her. Let me see what's going on. So I was there conversating with her, found out she was vegan. And she was like, I don't want none of this food, And then I said, I know you feeling away, because you wanted to be home and make your vegan mac and cheese. And yeah, I know you blend up the cashews, the diet, what brand you like, the diet. And then that got her talking and it got her smiling. And it's like, it's like, oh, you know about how to make vegan mac and cheese? How you know how to make vegan? I said, yeah, I know how to make vegan mac and cheese. And and it's like, uh, having that camaraderie that helped heal her, that helped bring a smile to her face, and then that helped, maybe get her a couple bites in a soup, and it changed her demeanor, because she felt like she was by herself. She felt like nobody understood her. I'm telling you, it's a lot of liberation that's happening during this time. It's unavoidable. It's unavoidable. Okay? It's restoring harmony, homeostasis. That's what I'm getting with this Four of Pentacles here. Let's read this crystal. Homeostasis. Like it's like I said, like they're attempting to bring about a destruction, but the destruction that they're bringing about is going to be for the greater good, especially for those of us that tap into their higher consciousness. We already know, like, whenever change and shifts happen, shit is like when COVID happened, everybody was mad. But what happened when the whole world shut down? Okay. All the rivers, all the seas began to get clear. All the pollution in the air was clear. The earth began to heal itself. People began to heal themselves. And with quarantine, you realize, like, I'm paired up with the wrong one. You know what I'm saying? The world about to end and I'm with this person. No, 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 no. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of realizations happen. It's the same thing. That's, oh, okay. Self-love, tranquil and sustaining. Crystal Cola encourages you to remain serene and strong during change or challenge. Remain strong, remain grounded, remain focused. Like, okay, all right, this money stream is look, so maybe a couple of money streams could be drying up, getting smaller and smaller. But yet and still, there's two other ones that's coming to replace it, or that will be bigger, or that will be greater, or that will be more fulfilling as you are magnetizing it towards you. Dissolving destructive emotional programming. You have infinite capacity for forgiveness. Love yourself. If you cannot accept yourself, you cannot give love or accept the love of others. To heal your emotional black hole, connect to the universal love that is inside you. It never runs out. You can then give love out to the world and receive it in a never ending flow. Never ending. Forgive yourself. Accept with equanimity what you cannot change. Let go of hurt and rectify situations that can be healed. Be magnanimous. Remain impartial and speak your own truth, but recognize when to keep silent. That's deep. So these changes that you're making, you're just going to have to keep silent about it. If you're changing your career, like I said, you could be on the low trying to type up a paper while you at work. You know what I'm saying? Just do it. Don't let nobody know, don't do it in front of nobody nosy. Don't do it in front of nobody that like to chat. You know what I'm saying? Magical rituals may keep you chained to the past. What have I been saying too about, like, your ritual? I've been saying this too for the longest. Like, all of these rituals that we've been doing is going to mesh into the mundane. It's not going to be like, okay, I have to go now and write my intentions and burn it on a piece of paper. Like, all of that classic stuff that we do to so-called bring about money and do it. One reader said, how you going to bring this in is just clean your house. Like, I'm telling you, it's going to be so simple. Look, she's ironing. You see what I'm saying? Folding your clothes, washing your clothes. Yo, I swear. Me and the children did laundry. What was it? I think it was yesterday. And it was the fastest laundry run I could ever remember. I'm like, yo, that went by too fast. I was like, yo, that was too smooth. How did it go by so fast? I still was astonished at how it went by so quick. And it was a new laundromat I went to. I was like, oh, yep, this is where I'm going. There may be past life trauma to heal around being a woman. All right, divine feminine. Okay, so I'm getting two masculine energy, unbeknownst to you, in a past life. You could have possibly been a feminine energy. You know what I mean? Ooh, especially with Paul the Venetian. Okay. And you tapped into your feminine energy, and it's not, and you could be heterosexual and all that too. You know what I mean? But you understand the feminine principle because it's imprinted on your soul. You definitely understand that. And then even us, and then look, past life trauma to heal around being a woman. Look what's going on with the Roe versus Wade, all of this other stuff. Okay. We're healing a lot of traumas of feeling weighed down, feeling suppressed as well. Bitterness and self-doubt have no place in well-being. It is good to nourish your body with self-love and gentleness. Timing, Taurus, Gemini, Virgo, loving and valuing yourself enough to follow your true path. That's what it is. Let's just read this, Kali. Let's see. Do you want to read that guilt? Let's read this guilt card too. Saint Apricot. This card indicates deep caring and protection from emotional hurt. Look, see, emotional hurt through standing strong in your emotions. There is great inner resolve here. Once your mind is made up, you can see when others have tried to manipulate you. Reclaim your life. Reclaiming your time and energy. I'm sorry, but I have to take care of myself. Apricot truly is a saint. She sets aside her own needs and happiness to help others, even allowing freeloading friends to get involved in her business. Do you see this? It says it all. One day, her latest business partner announces that she wants to dissolve their company and split the profit. See? Dissolve the company. See, it's a change, a shift, even in business. Apricot stands up to her. The company is hers, and she did all the work, while the so called partner did nothing. Now she will only give from her access, not from her reserve. Do not do for others what they need to do for themselves. Speak truth from your heart. Honesty is freedom. Any guilt is fear of being disliked. Wow. I am giving away too much time and energy and resenting it. Yep, at that job. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Or within a social group. All of that. Is my anger really guilt? Self-care, burdened by obligations, enabling others, finding personal power, awareness, awakening, release. hmm that Cancer new moon brought in a lot. Every summer, I don't like I said, every summer. Lately, this is what's been going on. I feel possibly it may also have to do with the position of the North and South Node. Okay, because it's been in the summer axis for a while now. Okay, so we're going to see when it moves into spring and all of that in the next coming years how it would be. But I think that the eclipse season, the nodal placements have a lot to do with why there's so much change and so many shifts and so much shadow work that is being done during the summer. Let's see. Lady. Miss Lady. Y'all see the next verses that's coming out? I can't wait. Usher and Chris Brown, that's gonna be one for the books. I hope they keep it come on, Usher. Make sure you keep it respectful now. Chris, I don't know about him. He might throw a little he might throw a little uppercut. I don't know. But I can't wait to see that verses. All right. We're gonna read this one. Vishvamata. With her protection, even significant Uncertainty does not need to be wrought with despair. There is a pathway that can shift your devastation, and it's the money one, into a palpable experience of being protected and guided through a difficulty. Trust where you are being led. Grace shall come from this. The Divine Mother sees our capacity for breathtaking transformation and spiritual awakening, often far more than we recognize in ourselves. To fulfill our inner purpose and move beyond unnecessarily restrictive self-imposed limitations, we need her. When we hold back, gripping on to what is familiar, she lovingly forces our hand. Yup, like let go. Let go. hmm Under her influence, we do not evade what is required of us. We find the inner strength to move directly through what we once denied ourselves, the right and opportunity to overcome. You are encouraged to develop the confidence and commitment necessary to undertake the tasks that challenge and yet also inspire you. Do not allow yourself to be intimidated by the prospect of failure or opposition. Stay true to your path and progress step by step. Okay? Trust your capacity to grow into the fulfilling manifestation of your heartfelt aspirations. Although you may be in circumstances you would prefer not to be in, you are in a position of unrealized spiritual power. You will gain, this is it. Unrealized spiritual power. This is why you testing out these new abilities, because it's coming, you're becoming aware to these abilities now. Um, you will gain benefit from what is transpiring. When relevant learning and personal growth have been acknowledged and integrated, these circumstances will give way to a more favorable situation. Yup. When you give into it. When Vishvamata appears, it not only signifies that we have the capacity to move through a situation we have avoided dealing with in the past, but that we can do so in a far gentler and more graceful manner than expected. You have the power of the Divine Mother's wisdom and blessing within you. Do not underestimate her. Do not underestimate yourself. When we are willing to look at ourselves rather than other people or external circumstances as the primary source of our pain, Vishvamata, the cosmic mother, appears with a genuine desire for you to heal and outgrow the causes of suffering. That is the key. Hold on. This is what separates you and differentiates you from, like karmic energy, because you're willing to heal yourself. You're not placing the blame on external reasons, like this money pat, like, oh, they prejudice at this job. You know what I'm saying? This you fired. You know what I'm saying? And you like, oh, it's because you know what I'm saying? I'm coming to work, you know what I'm saying? They discriminating. What is the underlying? It's happening because you're supposed to realize your goddess power. You're supposed to be doing something totally different. This is why this is happening. It's a facade. You know what I mean? It's not about that. That's 3D lower level shit. The racism, the colorism, the all of that. You know what I mean? See, with the blindfold, like what is the true root cause of what's happening? You're not blaming nobody else for this transition. If we had, okay, key. Yep. Okay, this is key, y'all. If we have had issues with mother figures, her presence triggers healing. I just spoke to my mom earlier today. And it just lifted my mood. I'm telling you, mother issues can impede our ability to trust and feel that we are safe and belong. They make it hard for us to feel that our inner life is valuable and worthy of attention, that we are truly loved and valued just as we are, and able to rest within ourselves, feeling that we are enough. The Divine Mother does not struggle with human limitations. We can go to her wounded and messy, and she will receive, heal, and love us without judgment. Wow. Y'all, this is deep. Like, I think this reading was basically really, really, really straightforward. I'm just going to pull really quick some tea on this right here. Where are you? Because, this is dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's gonna, of course, when you coming out of your comfort zone, changing, it's a lot. It's a lot. Healing, feeling protected, healing the mother issues. Where if you could have felt neglected as a child, that's the inner child work. We talked about the daddy issues in Gemini season, and then I said with Cancer season, it's the mommy issues, and then it's both because with the Capricorn full moon, right? When is that? Ain't that coming up pretty soon? You see? Then that's the unification of the mama and the papa energy with the sun and the moon. Okay. I need a new tea deck, y'all. Y'all recommend, y'all know of a good new deck like this? We got synchronicities. The secret, that's what I said, the deja vu. You're knowing, like, okay, crossroad energy. You're at a spiritual crossroads. You know the feeling at this point. And if you're new to it, you're going to learn. You're going to catalog. That's what I said. Journal work. You're going to catalog when you feel these feelings of deja vu. What does it mean for you? Does it bring about a feeling of anxiety? Does it bring about a feeling of, what does this mean? Does it make you pause and reflect? All of these things. Look at this. We got gift here. You testing out these new gifts that the Most High has bestowed upon you. You testing out these abilities to help yourself, to help the collective. You testing them out. Communication. Okay. So I feel like this is communication with soulmate energy with others, with your soul family, getting a little help. Like, listen, I need to write this book. And let's say you have a soul tribe member that that does editing or that has written a book for themselves, and it's like, well, where did you go for publishing? Where did and you start asking questions, like, I need your help, how can I compensate you? Even this is very exhausting. It's this process, again, not gonna lie, it's gonna be hard. You got your business you trying to run, and you transitioning from a job. It's gonna be exhausting, but you will get the I feel like you'll get the stamina, especially if you're doing clearing work on yourself and healing work with the broom energy, right? Clearing out unwanted toxins within the body. The first home, we got obsession. That's them people that's obsessed with your glow up, obsessed with what gifts you got coming out. I feel like too, transmuting that energy of, okay, you want to be obsessed, of obsession. Now I'm going to be obsessed with this coming to fruition. Period. We got keepsake, holding on to okay. Holding on to the memories. You take the memories with you. Take the memories with you. That's imbued. Also memories from past, like these could be past life gifts that are coming forward. Like I said, those of us that had chose to incarnate during this time, we incarnated when the paradigm shift in previous, incarnations. Atlantis, Kemet, okay? So we're not new to this timing because we've been through it before. Look at this, secrets. Keep whatever changes you're making a secret. Everybody's gonna, and people gonna be asking you questions. What you up to? What you doing? Da da da. And that's when you keep it on some small talk shit. That's how you keep it on some small talk. That's when small talk is necessary. You see what I'm saying? When people ain't supposed to be all in your, you know what I'm saying? We good. Everybody good. You good. Okay. Yeah, we hanging in there. We hanging on in there. We doing good. You doing great. Minding my business. Taking my naps in between. Keep it a secret until you ready to come out with it. Okay, even as an entrepreneur, you could be going from one entrepreneurial pursuit to another or incorporating another one. And you may want to keep this one separate. Like you may not want to, let's say you have a following and then you're like, you know what, I can get those followers to maybe follow me on my new channel or new, and you like, you know what? I might keep this separate. Let me see if I can organically with this new pursuit, if I could garner some support, without using my original, page or my original followers or whatever the case may be. Right? What's at the bottom of the deck? Yeah. This is the distraction. This is what I feel like. I feel like that's the distraction. Um, I feel like that can also be the catalyst. Like, you could get into a conflict at work, and that'll be the conflict, the catalyst for you to focus on your gifts more and bring them forward. Definitely getting that. I just want to pull a love energy. I'm gonna pull a spiritual love because this is feeling really, really high vibrational, y'all. And then for this to feel high vibrational, that means we've been doing the work. That means that the shadow work is working. You see? Going into those emotional traumas. It's working. Forgiving yourself for the role that you play and forgiving others who have transgressed against you. Forgiving yourself for when you have transgressed against others. All of this. All of this. Forgiving those crazy, you know what I'm saying, those crazy karmic people that are in your life that result to doing all kind of spell work and all kind of crazy shit to try to manipulate your life. You forgive them. Because you like, I see what it is. You bored with life. But instead of you, doing what I'm doing, looking at it as a motivation to do what you need to do, you want to try to usurp. Treasure your loved ones. It is important to love others deeply. Ooh, that's soulmate energy. Treasuring your soulmates in your life, man. Treasuring the people that love you and support you. Treasuring your children. Treasuring your family, your significant other, your friends. Look at this. I love physical touch is important. Yup. Yeah. With post-COVID and internet, the rise of the internet world, like just, that touch. And then with the body work as well, like somebody has healing hands. Definitely. When you when you touch people, it activates a healing within them. Yep. Yep, I'm definitely seeing that. What's this? I love you. These are very important words. Don't forget to say it, to people. To people that you love. It's very important that they hear it. Even if they may not say it back. And don't be like, you don't love me too. You're not going to say it back. Remember with Elle and Mike, you don't never say it. You don't never say it. Then when he almost lost her, he was like, I love you. I love you, Elle. I'm here. Love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. It's acknowledging. Acknowledge means to become aware, to let it be known that you're aware of this now. You're aware now that love is all around you. You're aware. There's plenty of chances to express love, to receive love. Right? Like I said, it's here because you're gonna say it. People gonna say it to you. Yeah. And saying it to yourself in the mirror, I love you. And saying your name. Looking yourself in the mirror, I love you. Do it on a daily basis. I don't think this is nothing narcissistic about looking yourself in the mirror and saying, I love you. I appreciate you. I forgive you. I forgive you. Yeah. Or even saying it to people who you've had conflict with, or let's say they're no longer in your life, right? Whether they physically passed on or just moved on, or y'all broke up or whatever, saying it's okay. I love you. I forgive you. I forgive you. Don't mean I got to be around you. I love you from a distance. You know what I'm saying? If you bring in this, I love you from a distance. Okay? You know what I mean? Yeah, you got to love you. Right, Mike? You got, and you following your path shows that you love yourself too, and not staying in a dead end situation. Yep. That's right, Mike. Type it in. Yeah. I forgive me. I forgive myself. That's how you stay grounded. I forgive myself possibly not preparing properly for certain things. Not putting enough work into myself. Not putting enough love into myself. Treasuring those around you. Treasuring yourself. Yeah, a lot of guilt. Yeah, because when you're doing shadow work, you think about all the things that happen. There's a lot of guilt. And then you feel like people won't like you. Like you don't, that's also, it says a fear of being disliked, but it's a fear of you disliking yourself too. Because then you begin to dislike yourself. That's what guilt will do to you. Because you you feel guilty for certain actions. And you like, that's why I'm like, then you be like, I'm such an idiot. And then, see, that's the internal dialogue. Instead of you being like, I love me, I forgive me. You know what I mean? I'm working on me every day. I'm realizing the mistakes that I made. I'm working on it. And it's going to show. It's going to show that you're working on it. All right? And then children here, don't forget to have fun with your babies. You know what I mean? Don't forget to have, you focus. There's a lot going on. But even in simple, don't forget. Teach them a new skill. Teaching them something new during the summer. Something that they may even could have thought was boring, or like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to learn that. Getting them away from the electronics, right? Yeah. Taking them to the zoo, taking them here, taking them there. This is the time. With that, I think I'm up. Every time I try to do short. I appreciate y'all spending this time with me. And as always, y'all, I'm going to see y'all on the check it, beloved. Peace.